Hey, beautiful people. Happy New Year. I wanted to just jump on here and share a little piece on something that's been coming through quite a lot. It's questions that I've been asked by clients. It's questions that and conversations I've been having with friends and family. And it's this question around, how do I become the most authentic version of myself moving into 2024? And, as this conversation has come up, there's this one key piece that I want to share with you today as we move into this new year. And I feel like this is going to help someone that has either been a people pleaser. I'm a recovering people pleaser, so I get it. Maybe it's for you if you've been really feeling this nudge towards, I know that there's more. I know there's more for me. I know there's more that I want to experience. There's more I want to do, but you feel stuck, right? And so this idea of becoming the most authentic version of yourself is a really important one. And it's really timely for the year that we're going into. So the one thing that's come up for me as we've been having these conversations is I've been remembering this journey that I've been on, this journey of becoming the most authentic version of myself. And I realized this is something that I used to do. And it's this idea of compartmentalizing my life. Is this something that you do? And when we compartmentalize our life, it actually restricts us from being the most authentic version of ourselves. So let me explain. For example, when we're showing up in different places and in different scenarios, you bring a version of yourself to that scenario, but maybe not your full self. And that version that you bring, it may be a true representation of who you are, but the fact that you might be leaving other pieces out, or I was definitely leaving other pieces out, reveals to me that I wasn't being fully authentic in those moments. So when I used to show up to work, when I used to work a 9 to 5, I'd bring the work version of me. I'm sure you'll be able to resonate. Bring the work version of me, which was professional, that was, kind of ticked all of those boxes, and that's appropriate. However, I never let people into the other aspects of me, right? And that's not fair to myself. That's not fair to others as well, right? So I wouldn't let people into the silly, goofy side of me. Might not be appropriate in a workplace, but there may be elements where that could work, right? Or the creative side of me wouldn't fly, or the deeply spiritual side of me wouldn't ever be shown. And, then there's that version of yourself that you bring to family. Then there's the version of you that is that you bring to the surface when you're with friends. And this compartmentalizing is restrictive. And so as we move into 2024, I want to encourage you to just have a look at your life. Are there places where you're compartmentalizing, or where you're leaving important elements about who you are off the radar in an effort to be accepted, liked, etc., etc., doing all the things that you think you should to fit in? And I get it. We all do it. But over the years, as layers of this has broken off, and I'm not 100% there, but I'm way further ahead than where I was in 2008 when I started this journey. And it's just been so beautiful being able to see that journey and to be able to realize, wow, it's so freeing to allow the fullness of you to come to the surface. And some people will not like it, and other people will. And finding your people in that process is hugely liberating and freeing. It's just really, it's really, really cool. So that compartmentalizing aspect, do you do it? Are you aware of it, or is this kind of a conversation that is triggering that for you and helping you to become aware of, maybe that's why I'm, not able to break through to that next level, because I am compartmentalizing my life, and maybe it's okay to allow more of myself to come to the surface. So I wanted to share that piece with you. And as we move into 2024, New Year's are always a time to, one, reflect, but also like vision forward and get excited about the possibilities of what could be. And something that I'm sensing for 2024 is that there is a lot of change that is coming, a lot of change in the world on a grand scale, but also for individuals as well. And the thing that can come up with change is anxiety and fear, because we don't know what's on the other side. However, change it's always happening. Change is good. And when we can decide our position on change and what perspective we're going to hold and how we're going to move through it, wonderful, wonderful things can happen and open up. And so as we go through this year and see the different things that are happening externally, I want you to remember that you have the power within you to determine the reality that you want to see. Now, we're not taught to view life or the world that way. What we're taught to do is see the external things happening around us, the things that are happening on the news, and allow that to determine what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it, and what is possible for us. I need more water. We can totally flip that, because it's actually what we think and the mindset that we hold and the perspective that we hold and what we believe internally that shapes the external world around us. So as we go into this year, it is supercharged with potential and abundance and all of these wonderful things that are available for us. And as we go in and as we see the change happening around us, decide for yourself that no matter what is happening external to me, I get to determine how I move through this, what my perspective is, and what is possible. Okay, and to do that, I hope this is making sense. And if it isn't and you have more questions, let me know. Comment below, DM me. I'd love to continue this conversation. One thing we can do is when things are shifting around us and we're looking at the external and it's feeling a little bit chaotic or a lot, we can learn to ask better questions, okay? So simply shift the question so that you're not a victim of whatever's happening around you. And some of those questions can look like, what can I do in this situation? Where are the gaps? What gaps can I fill? How can I serve? What opportunities are here that have never been here before? And just allow that to start expanding your awareness of the possibilities that are here for you. Okay, so as we keep going into 2024, I'm going to share a little bit more about other things that are coming through for me, other pieces, other keys that are coming through that I feel like are really important for 2024. I'm going to be sharing them in my next videos. So if you have found this helpful, like, subscribe, follow. If you have a friend who might need to hear this, send this to your friend, and let me know. Let me know if this has been helpful for you. Let me know if it hasn't been helpful for you. I love the feedback, but I want to wish you all a really, really happy, prosperous, wonderful 2024. And I'm looking forward to journeying with you, to encouraging you, to sharing the pieces that I'm catching that I hope will give you some keys to navigate and to move forward in confidence and in the fullness and the freedom of who you truly are. You're more powerful than you realize, and everything in this world is shaped by what you hold internally, by what you believe, by the thoughts that you think. So I bless you as we go into 2024 with abundance, great peace, and great rest. Bye for now.